Welcome to Bosnia, a land where East meets West, where history and culture blend seamlessly, from the charming streets of Sarajevo to the iconic starry mosque in Mostar. Bosnia is a treasure trove of stunning landscapes and rich traditions. Join us as we explore the heart of Balkans, discovering the warm hospitality, delicious cuisine, and fascinating landscapes.
So guys, we are in front of this central square over here. The Middle East has met Europe over here. It's so beautiful. This is a traditional coppersmith store.
Take some big part copper, cut the smaller parts before work will be like that.
This shop is just amazing. There you go, that's a traditional Bosnian coffee. Oh, look how thick that is. My God, this is the place to discover. Wow, look at the view, guys. They lost their kids in this war. They could not even give them burial. Sorry being emotional. Everything is hand-painted. So guys, we are in front of this central square over here. It's also called the Pigeon Square because there's a lot of pigeons over here. This is basically the main old part of the city. And look at how beautiful everything is over there. The Islamic architecture with the hills, the rolling hills at the back. Oh my God, this is just gorgeous. This place feels like the East has met the West. Like the architecture, the place, everything, like the ambience, the whole, the crowd, everything looks very European, but then you see all these beautiful minarets and mosques everywhere, and you see people, there's a lot of kind of that Middle Eastern feel to it because there's a lot of, conservatively dressed women and all that. You can see culturally, there's, of course, Islam is the main religion of Bosnia, so you can absolutely kind of see that. And so that's why I feel like the Middle East has met Europe over here. It's so beautiful. And of course, the whole history of the Ottomans conquering this area and all that is just so beautiful to read and listen to. So I'm going to be taking this walking tour. I'm going to talk about this more. So definitely keep on watching. More to come. This is a traditional coppersmith store where they either build some of these coffees pots by hand, or some of it is mass produced too. But look at this, how beautiful this place is.
Freestyle, and material which I use, it is copper. I will take some big part copper, cut the smaller parts before work will be like that. And I will cut that and will be in this shape. This is my tools for work, mostly shaped tools which I use when I do that. It is like half circle, bigger one, smaller one, small one, flat one, and I will do combination tools and make different designs. I will start with half circle, bigger one. That's my start. With two simple lines. If I continue with smaller one, if I connect this line with that one flat, I will easy hit, easy move, and that will be like one big lift. You see, that's my start. And also you see on final product, around design you have a lot of small dots. That dots is very important. That dots will make contrast and design will be more visible with these dots. I will use that kind of tools and I go one dot, one hit, dot, 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 easy hit, easy move, and you see with this dot it's more visible. And final, when it's finished, when design is over, I will use rubber hammer, I will make flat, make small hole, other tassel, and final product will be bookmark. If you don't like my bookmark, I will use that. You like?
We love it.
We love it now.
Perfect.
Best ever.
Best ever.
Your favorite. Thank you. But if you don't like, I will really use that. This is my tool. And look now. Do you know what will be now?
Bracelet.
Yes. If you don't like my bookmark, I will make bracelet. And that's the same way work, but two totally different products. This or this. For me, for my business, for sell, this is more better. That's mostly for ladies. This is for ladies, for men, for old, for young, everybody. Also in Christmas period, a lot of people use that like ornament, Christmas tree, decoration. This is one way for make, three different way for sell that. 3 in 1. Copper is soft, copper is flexible. I can back flat and continue make design. And also one more interesting souvenir. I don't know if Alice told you something about that stuff on top. Yeah, showcase granite. It is leftovers from war, and after war people is collected that stuff on hills around town. Leftover showcases about 500,000. Bigger one, smaller one. Material is brass. Expensive. People is collected that and sells like brass. Take money for material, selling some factory. Factory buy that, melt that, make something like handle for door, candle, anything of brass. We are take that, make design. When I do that, I will use same tools, but before work, I will inside fill with lead. This white inside, it is lead. All over. I need lead because if I don't have lead, if I heat without lead, I will bending. When I have lead inside, I can heat, I can make design without losing form. Final when it's finished, I will melt the lead out, I will clean and polish, and final product will be that. And this now we use like flowers base. Before it was killing, now it's base for flowers. Something nice is make of something bad, something bad before taking life. Now we put water, put flower, and now give new life. And I really like always show people that transformation, negative and positive. Also something like that you can see anywhere. This is part of our history and souvenir which is really authentic for us. And are you first time here or first time?
Yes.
You like?
Yes.
You like? Best place ever, is it? Thank you. It is every year better, and every year come more people. People will come first time. People is still little skeptic and afraid. People still connected Bosnia with war. After 30 years, for us it's really important. When you come, when you see, you go back home, tell friends, tell family. Maybe next year come with friends and family. You again. Every year see better, better, better. Go. Only but go. And this period is also very nice for visitors. Not too many people, not too cold, not too hot. You will definitely enjoy, I promise. You will
Thank
see.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. This shop is just amazing. Look at this beautiful, beautiful coffee pots. These are all handmade, mostly. Actually, these are all handmade. And those are vases actually made from the cannon shells that was left over from the war. And there was probably millions of them in the city, and this is how they actually turned a death-making machine into something lovely that you can put flowers and makes humanity move. So guys, this is the famous Latin Bridge. It's not on this bridge that Archduke Ferdinand got killed of Austria. He was killed right over there. We're going to be going. And this is what triggered the First World War. So we are now crossing the Latin Bridge and going to the spot where he was actually shot. So there's a little bit of a misnomer and not real fact in history, or what we see a lot on YouTube and everywhere, that he was killed on this bridge. He wasn't. We'll be going to the spot where he was actually shot dead. And that sparked, and that started the First World War. This is so historical being over here that I'm on this bridge and I'm next to the place which triggered the First World War. And I'm so glad I'm able to share this with you.
Plain it is. There's a reason for that. And this is not the original text.
So guys, this is where the assassin stood and shot Ferdinand. This is so historic. This triggered the First World War. This is exactly where it stood. And this is next to it. It basically says, from this place on 28 June 1914, Gavrilo Princip assassinated the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Franz Ferdinand, and his wife Sophia. Look at this. So guys, I'm going to take you to a traditional coffee place over here in a Bosnian coffee. It's very famous, and let's try it out. Let's see how it is. And this is the Coppersmith Street we are entering. So this is how it used to be over here in the olden days, that each street basically had merchants. There used to be a locksmith street. There used to be other kinds of merchants that did all the, sold to the Ottoman army. But this is the one last remaining street, which is still has a tradition. So this is the Coppersmith Street. How beautiful it is. Look at the stuff, the curios. But coffee is the thing that I'm looking for, and I'm going to take you and show you exactly what I'm drinking. So I'm going to this place called House of Sevdaha for some traditional Bosnian coffee. How cute is this place? Nice. This is a very traditional Bosnian coffee place. So I ordered a baklava and some traditional Bosnian coffee. I'm just loving Sarajevo. So much history, so much culture. It's the East meet West. It's the Catholic, the Jews, the Muslims, the Christians. Well, Catholics are Christians. What I meant is the Orthodox Christians. They're every ethnic community is over here, and they are living in harmony. All the past is over. They're all living in harmony, and it's so beautiful. And it's also called the Jerusalem of the West. That's very interesting. But of course, the majority culture is Muslims over here. 70% of the population is Muslims. But there is one part of the town which I'm going to show you is where exactly the demarcation line, where one side is the Ottoman architecture. That's where Ottomans came and stopped. And then it comes the Austrian architecture on the other side. And it's so beautiful. I'm going to show you all of that stuff. So stick around, more to come. But for now, it's coffee. There you go. That's the traditional Bosnian coffee. Oh, look how thick that is. What you drink is take a piece of sugar and kind of put it in your mouth and drink that coffee. Here you go. The bitterness of the coffee with the little sugar cube is very yummy. Although I don't like drinking too much of sweet in my coffee. I don't ever take sugar in my coffee, but in Bosnia, that's how it's done. So you got to try it out. But now let me taste, now that the sugar is all gone, I'm going to just have the coffee without the sugar and let's see how it tastes. Although I've got the sweetness in my mouth right now. Love this coffee. It's not that thick, but it has got that aroma, that strength, that flavor, all of that stuff. So, and I hear that this country drinks a ton of coffee. I was given that figure, which I forgot in the morning when I was doing the walking tour, that how much coffee this country consumes. And I'm going to pour some more. That baklava looks really good too. Moment of truth, let's try out the baklava. It's like sugary and syrupy, I can see, but baklavas are baklavas. Wow, that's really yummy. It has got a little bit of more syrupy taste to it because it has some of that syrup, but it's not that sweet. And then if you have this with that coffee, that sweetness kind of balances out the coffee's bitterness. Wow, excellent combination, guys. Definitely recommend it. Guys, check this out. This is on the street. It's called Sarajevo Meeting of Cultures. So if you look on this side, which is very much of an Ottoman architecture, and then voila, look at this. Now you look at this side, very European, Austrian architecture. So that's what the uniqueness about this city is, where here's the West is meeting the East. How distinct it is. Also in front of us is the synagogue. So the history, I mean, there's about 1,000 Jews are still in here, but most of them unfortunately perished during the Nazi Germany or during the Holocaust. Not many Jews are left, but this is a synagogue. And this also shows how this city is very multi-ethnic, and that's why it's also called the Jerusalem of the West, or Jerusalem of Balkans. Here's another shot of the synagogue. Look at this unique structure over here. A lot of it is destroyed actually. This is a serai. This is where traders during the Ottoman times used to travel through Sarajevo and could stay here for 3 nights without paying any taxes or paying for any lodging or anything like that. I guess this is the hostel of the olden days. There's such a Ottoman, Turkish kind of structure over there, you can totally see, with the minaret of the mosque at the back. Such a beautiful place. So this is inside that, next to the serai. So this is the market from the Ottoman times. And now it kind of, as you can see, looks like some of the bazaars in Turkey. Same kind of look, same kind of feel. It's very Middle Eastern, very Ottoman-ish. Wow. This is so unique where suddenly you see all the European architecture and then just mixed with, and then one side of the city, it's very Ottoman-ish, Middle Eastern architecture. So this was the west, as far west as the Ottoman Empire stretched to. I'm so glad I came over here. I always wanted to come to Bosnia, and a lot of people told me, what's there to see? My God, this is the place to discover. I'm telling you, if you're in Europe, definitely take a trip to Sarajevo. You won't be disappointed at all. You absolutely won't be disappointed. Just loving it. Wow, look at the view, guys. Over there. And we're just going up to the top of the mountain. So the cost of going up is 30 marks, which is about 15 euros, but it's totally worth it. So guys, this was the site of the 1984 Winter Olympics game. So that's why you see these Olympic signs over here. Let's go around, let's check this place out. So there are lots of these trails over here that you can take. Absolutely enjoy this breathtaking view of these mountains everywhere. Wow, look at this, how beautiful it is. And actually I slapped on the wide angle lens on this camera. I don't think it makes much of a difference, but I thought let me try this out. Let me know in the comments below if you see any difference between the non-wide angle versus the wide angle. So this is the wide angle shots. I don't see much of a difference. So here's the trail. I'm going to go for a little while and check it out. Guys, I'm not very much of a hiking person, so I don't think I'll go that far. I'm going to go and find a good place to sit and enjoy the views instead of hiking. First of all, I don't have the right shoes. Don't want to don't want to fall over here and break my knee or legs or bones. So I'm going to try to find a nice watering hole somewhere and enjoy the view and show the view to you. Guys, as you can see, I'm a very city person, not a very hiking kind of person. Watering holes, good restaurants, and nice sights and nice experiences is what I enjoy. Not hiking in this rocky terrain and getting hurt. I know some people will be like, are you crazy? This is what we live for. You're missing out things. I know I'm missing out, but it's okay. That's absolutely okay. I guess some of you will agree with me. Either you're an outdoors hiking person or you're not. It's pretty much very binary. There are all kinds of trails actually where you can bike. That's one thing that's very nice over here. So if you are into biking, and if you can, I'm not sure whether you can rent a bike, but you can bring the bike in the ropeways and just bike over here. There are like biking trails all over here. So came to this cafe on the top of the mountains. So got an Americano. This is my scene, absolutely. Chill out, have an Americano, and watch the views from here. Hiking is not my cup of tea or my cup of Americano coffee. It's nice. Nice coffee. Strong and beautiful. It's kind of a little chilly over here, but the sun is beating down, so you don't feel it. You feel kind of warm actually, but with the cool breeze blowing. It's fantastic. I'll show you the views from here. It's absolutely gorgeous. So stick around, more to come. Guys, look at the view from here. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And that's the ropeway over there. And look at the view from this side. Just fabulous. Again, people don't know too much about Bosnia. People don't know this is such a gorgeous place. I hope things change. I already see there's a lot of tourism, and I hope there's more tourism over here because this place is just gorgeous. Absolutely loving it. There's no question about this. Really nice cafe. This is where I got the coffee from. Starting to come down now. We were stuck over here for close to half an hour because of the high winds. So they totally stopped the cable car service. But now we are all good to go. And wow, look at the views. Now from the top going down. That's just beautiful, beautiful views all across. You can see the city hall from here. That's where we're going to go next and check it out because I believe the architecture is just beautiful. The city hall was totally destroyed during the war, and it used to be a library at that time, and 70% of the books were all burned down, which is a shame. This is what human beings do to each other. They kill, they plunder, they destroy history, and still we haven't learned anything from all these past experiences. We keep on doing it. That's the beautiful city hall in front of us. I showed you from the cable car. I'm not sure how much you could see that, but look at this gorgeous structure. This was built by the Austrians, so it has got kind of that European look to it too. So let's go inside and let's check it out. I hear that the architecture inside is just amazing. So let's go inside, guys. Wow, this is so poignant. Just outside the city hall, it says, on this place, Serbian criminals in the night of the 25th and 26th August 1992 set on fire National and University's Library of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Over 2 million of books, periodicals, and documents vanished in the flame. Do not forget, remember, and warn. It is atrocious. It's crazy. But as humans, we have never learned a lesson. We are still doing it. This is 1992, and this is 2024. Still happening all over the world. Guys, this is the entrance of the city hall. Look at this architecture. Just amazing. Just breathtaking is the word. Just wow. Going up the stairs. Wow. This is kind of built, this architecture, with this patterns that you see over here on the walls. It's kind of the Moorish style. Look at that beautiful glass. So a couple of facts. After they burned down the city hall, it took them, I think, from, if I'm not mistaken, from 1995 to 2014, it took them to rebuild everything. And it was done exactly like the original one. Everything is hand-painted over here from artists from all over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Probably this is the best trip I've ever taken after a long time. If you guys know more about the city hall, please definitely put the comments below and tell us more about the history. I'm just saying what I heard and what I kind of read. But of course, if you guys have got more facts, definitely share it with us. Wow, look at this gorgeous, gorgeous courtyard over here. A lot of the architecture over here has been influenced by North Africa, as I said, from all the way from Cairo to Morocco, up the way to Alhambra in Spain, because that's the Moorish culture, design. And what's more fascinating is the zeal with which they reconstructed everything. Since this is the city hall, this is where the politicians sit and hold their sessions. Guys, just came out of the city hall, and there was a museum in there that showed pictures of all the atrocities, and also there were like shells. They collected the shells, empty shells, and kept it And there were like comments from people, from mothers that lost their kids in this war. They could not even give them burial. Sorry being emotional, but very, very disheartening, guys. And we don't seem to learn. It keeps on happening. I can't fathom how much amount of hate that a human being can have towards another fellow human being to do this kind of atrocities. It's very, very disturbing. This world is a beautiful place. Guys, enjoy this. This is the moment. Instead, we fight with each other, we kill each other, we create genocides, and after that there's tribunals, and then again, repeat. Nothing stops. Sorry for my rant, but it was very, very disturbing to see that. And what's more disturbing is we don't learn our lessons. Never. Guys, after the heaviness of seeing all the atrocities that happened in the museum inside the city hall, I needed to get some food to get everything out of my mind. Food always cheers me up because what I saw was just so disturbing that I can't even, describe this in my own words, because unfortunately we don't learn lessons and we keep on doing this to each other. But again, that's the sad part of things. So always, as I've said, that food unites us all. So I came to have some good Bosnian food, some traditional Bosnian food at this place, which is right in the old town, and it's called Hosrev-beg. And what I'm going to have is a very famous dish over here. It's a sausage dish, and it's called sadzuka. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm having. Should be good. Food in this part of the world is never bad. So food unites us all, ultimately. So make sadzuka, not war. I'm going to do another cap like that. So I've done the make biryani, not war. I'm going to do a make sadzuka, not war very soon, just after I finish this trip. And it's going to be available in the store. So, and again, all the proceeds for all my caps or all my gear that I do, some of it goes to the charities of the world to support various kind of charities, whether it's for children or whether it's for any other kind of good work that people do. So food connects us all. That's my philosophy. So guys, this is all the traditional dishes: the veal, liver, steak, shish kebabs, sweetbread, T-bone steak. Of course, they have got the side dish of salad, yogurt, all of that. But the food is amazing, what I hear. So let's see. And it's not that expensive. It's anywhere between 15, which is basically make it half. So it's 750 euros. So not too expensive. And of course, it's a mixed plate. That is the most expensive one, which is 28 marks, which is basically about 28.5. So it's about 15 euros. So everything is reasonable and cheap. So let's see how the food is, and I'll tell you guys. So don't go away, more to come. This is the famous sausage. It looks yummy. And then we got this bread as well, and what comes with it. All right, moment of truth. I'm going to try out the sausage, and let's see how it tastes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. And I'm going to try out the bread as well. Oh my God. So soft, so nice, so moist. Out of this planet, guys. I'm going to put a link below. If you're in Sarajevo, definitely try out this place. It's an old town. It's very authentic, very nice. It has an outside also, but it's super busy today. Just couldn't get a place, so came inside and sat. Definitely recommend it. 100% my recommendation. Guys, the food was just fantastic. and it didn't cost that much. I had the sausage, which came with the bread. You saw the pita bread. So basically I rolled it and ate it with that and dipping it in mustard. And then I also got a yogurt drink. So everything together was about 1680 mark. So that's about 9 euros. Less than that. It's about 8.5 euros. So very economical, and it was so filling. So I'm going to put a link below. And if you guys have come to this place, have eaten any of the Bosnian food, let us know what you like. But definitely I'm going to put a link below, and definitely come and visit this place because I totally recommend it. It's just excellent. Again, make food, not war. So guys, make sadzuka, which is the Bosnian sausage, and not war. So I'm definitely thinking of coming up with a cap with that theme. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll make it available on the store, maybe in a couple of months at the most, maybe in a couple of weeks too, not sure, but once it's there, I will let you guys know in my next couple of videos when it's going to be available. But definitely put a comment below and tell us what you think about this whole concept. Make food, not war. Make sadzuka, not war. Make biryani, not war. Thank you guys.